Well, at that time, it was sort of like a mild trauma I went into because I kind of sunk into a deep hole of, I was bewildered as to what he was telling me. I had 6 months to 10 years to live. So that was a kind of a shocker to me. And then when he told me that I was HIV positive, now it was another double whammy as far as trying to understand what's it all about. So I felt really mixed bag of emotions. There was some grief, most of all depression, and fear. Trying to get myself, get a hold of myself with the emotions, but they go, and I kind of went secluded for a little while, and trying to understand it all, but to face reality.
Ken, after you were diagnosed with the virus, who was the first person you reached out to?
Well, it was my older brother, Glenn, because I was living at his house, so I felt it took a little week or two to be able to find somebody I could trust because I didn't want to carry this alone. So my brother was always there for me, so I took the risk and let him know. It just happened when I had to go to the Grey Nuns to go for a CAT scan, I believe, and he was saying, "Why are you going through these tests?" And it was then and there I knew I had to tell him that. So we sat in his half-ton truck for about good 15, 20 minutes, and he just sat there quietly. And, of course, the emotional end of it was, I think, fear and sadness because his little brother had got this news. So that was a very dramatic moment for me and for him, but he took it well.
Ken Ward on the show this afternoon. Ken is talking tonight, part of the Aboriginal Awareness event at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Ken, it's been 26 years since you were diagnosed with being HIV positive. Tell us what day-to-day life is for you.
Well, it's now I'm at that point in my life where I'm aging with HIV. Even though with the meds that I'm on now, I used to take about assorted combinations of meds in 96 till then. Of different pills. Now it's just one pill a day, so that helps me to make my life a lot more manageable. Since even though my immune system is still compromised, I'm susceptible to any other illnesses because it's weaker. So it's like taking my annual flu shots. Right now, 2 years ago, I went through a triple heart bypass, and also now contending with TB in the lymph node, which is non-contagious, but it's treatable. So TB sometimes can be related with the diagnosis with HIV because the immune system is really low, eh? Mm-hmm. So I'm contending with that, and just trying to do my best to live as just normal capacity from day to day and continue and do work here at Enoch and take it in stride.
Ken, you've turned something negative into positive. This has opened up a lot of doors for you as well.
Yeah, and at that time I had to, because I was a drug addict and former user of needles. I had the choice back then to either do one more fix of drugs and just end it all and suicide, which can be part of a pattern back then of the ones I knew who had died from suicide with HIV because of fear. Or I had to take the other route, is go Indian way and start learning more about culture and spirituality. But I had to also remember that I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic, so I have to keep that intact. And but I think what comes with it now, though, is my longevity of living a life to as best as I can. But there's other issues that surface. And at that time, I was right in the eye of the hurricane, as to speak in regards to when HIV hit North America, but I was in the movements here in the Aboriginal sector, but non-Aboriginal. I got to know many people who have died from complications of AIDS. It was sad and painful to watch them wilt away, and so I didn't realize that I had to contend as a long-time survivor is survivor's guilt or unresolved grief.
Mm.
And to this day, other people may have passed on, aside from the numbers with AIDS, with other illnesses. I really struggled with that, having to live this long and to be blessed to live this long. So that's still a reoccurring, that still needs some mending and some healing to do with that as well.
Let's talk about the Aboriginal Awareness event tonight at River Cree. I mean, what are some talking points you will be talking about tonight?
I'm going to be working with Stan Jackson. He used to be editor for the Natural Film Board. We put together a collage of some of the video pieces of then and now, and it's sort of like a little brief walk in history. We called it the Long Walk Part 2. And there it will certainly acknowledge the people who came and rallied in my support, with cuts of my family, which is really important if you don't have that family support. And the other one is really key for a person who is diagnosed with HIV, needs that community support. So I'm really going to emphasize that we can challenge this virus on the reserves, but if the community rallies and takes time to understand and learn about it, it goes a long, long way, because acceptance and acknowledgement is key to survival, aside from your own beliefs of faith.
Ken Ward, I appreciate you taking time out this afternoon.
You're welcome, Jerry, and you take good care of yourself.